Intro: tonight's episode is full of suspense and courage as Savi navigates family tensions, confronts Sriend's schemes, sneaks into the mansion to find her children, and uncovers critical evidence that could expose the true villain. Episode script: Bhagyashree firmly asks Sriend whether they are allowed to stay in his house. Sriend warmly replies that his house is theirs and they're welcome to stay. Savi pleads with Bhagyashree for a chance to explain, but Bhagyashree leaves with Sai, Kian, Tara, Aniket, and Riddhi. Savi desperately begs her not to separate her from her children, but her pleas go unheard. Lena urges Neel not to follow Savi, and Savi tells him she can handle her own problems. Neel, frustrated, tells Lena to stay out of it. Lena questions why he's chasing after Savi when he once loved Teju. Neel responds that Savi represents his humanity, something Lena can't understand, and walks away. As Bhagyashree and the kids leave, Sai asks why Savi isn't coming with them and expresses her desire to go to Neel. Bhagyashree reminds her that when the elders are occupied, she must take care of Kian. Sai agrees. Meanwhile, Lena tells the family she won't let Neel go after Savi. Vinod advises her to let Neel do what he feels is right, warning that trying to stop him will only push him further away. Savi, running in distress, nearly stumbles over a rock, but Neel catches her just in time. When he asks if she's alright, she accuses him of tearing her family apart and demands he stay away. Neel insists he hasn't done anything wrong, but Savi, overwhelmed with emotion, tells him her children are all that matter and walks away. Neel silently resolves to help her, for Sai's sake. Later, Savi is stopped at the gate by Sriend's security. She tries calling him, but he ignores her. In private, Sriend tells Bhagyashree she should give Savi a chance, suspecting there's a misunderstanding. Bhagyashree reminds him that even he saw the viral video of Savi and Neel and questions how he can defend her. Sriend maintains he doesn't believe Savi could do such a thing and brings up the emotional toll it must have taken on Sai. Bhagyashree, deeply hurt, says she regrets coming to the city and asks Sriend to move her elsewhere. He suggests she go to the USA and offers to make the arrangements. Tara supports the idea, and Bhagyashree agrees. Secretly, Sriend is pleased. Now that Savi is distanced from the talkers, he plans to destroy them. Heartbroken, Savi recalls her memories with Sai and Kian. Suddenly sensing an intruder, she turns to find Neel behind her. Before she can react, he knocks her unconscious with chloroform and takes her away. Meanwhile, Bhagyashree tries to console a sobbing Kian, who cries for his mother. Later, Savi wakes up in the trunk of Neel's car. Furious, she climbs out, slaps him, and demands to know why he abducted her. Neel explains that he brought her to see her kids. Savi says she didn't need his help and planned to meet them. The next day, Neel reveals that won't be possible. Bhagyashree and the children are flying to the USA the next evening. Savi is left stunned. Savi refuses Neel's help, but he informs her that her mother-in-law is flying to the USA with the kids at 5 a.m. the next day. When Savi questions how he knows, Neel explains that Aniket called him after failing to reach her. He urges Savi to meet her children and run away with them, but she insists on taking legal action instead, saying, "I still have 24 hours." Neel insists she at least see the kids and reveals a hidden entrance Aniket mentioned. They sneak into Sriend's mansion, hearing familiar music. Savi deduces the kids are upstairs. She finds Kian asleep in Bhagyashree's lap and Sai beside them. Overwhelmed with emotion, Savi quietly approaches. Sai wakes and hugs her, innocently asking how she came from work. Savi reassures her that she'll return soon and fix everything. As Savi hides from Bhagyashree, her ring falls. Tara hears a sound and investigates, but Savi and Neel narrowly avoid being caught. Later, they discover a secret door in the study, leading to a hidden room. Inside, Savi spots a photo of her and Neel kissing, proof they've been watched. Searching further, she finds files exposing Sriend's role in money laundering. She realizes Rajat was blackmailed by one of Sriend's investor friends, and that both Rajat and Teju were unknowingly dragged into the racket. Savi reveals she was also coerced. Threats to Riddhi forced her involvement. Neel concludes that Maruti is Sriend's man. responsible for leaking their video and breaking up her family. Savi is shaken, realizing Sriend is the true enemy. Meanwhile, Sai tells Bhagyashree that Savi visited and promised she wouldn't let them go to the USA. Sai shows her Savi's ring, proving the visit wasn't a dream. Neel suggests calling the police, but Savi warns they need a search warrant or Sriend will destroy the evidence. She sends the photos to Bhakti, instructing her to get a warrant secretly from the commissioner. Savi vows not to leave her family in Sriend's dangerous hands any longer. Outro. The episode ends with suspense, determination, and revelation as Savi reconnects with her children, exposes Sriend's malicious schemes, and plans a strategic move to protect her family.